Let's go get him.
It's time for money, my nigga.
Okay. Brooklyn, stand up.
No, I'm really not feeling Brooklyn right now.
Why? Because KD?
Yeah. Nah. Watch that New York City point guards.
I gotta watch it.
I didn't get a chance to look at that. How was it?
It was okay for what it was worth. Me and Pickett have actually been messaging back and forth.
He wants to be on the show, man.
Yeah, I think I found what the part that he needs to be on.
Yeah, man.
That's an odd place to start right there, but I mean, not a bad place. But hello, everybody, how you doing? Bald Eagle,
Mr. Celebration.
he's back.
Yes, indeed.
Missed it in action.
Hey, man.
We missed you.
I'm gonna get a third one.
I missed you all.
It's after my birthday.
There's not enough room for us and the ego of
You all missed the catastrophe. We almost had a workplace incident.
Yeah, and I'm pressing everything.
Yeah, I think I need to get Aflac insurance.
Well, no, actually, he's talking about the theme file.
I'm talking about the thing. I'm talking about
Both.
the thing.
I'm talking about both.
I'm talking about the thing files, and this fell on top of me. So
You know what? You fellas haven't touched that liquor yet either.
Listen, I don't want to down it. I'm trying to, enjoy the ride.
Cheers to you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold on. What the fuck a
What's
minute?
yours?
I've already.
Yeah, well, happy birthday to my guy.
Happy belated.
Yeah, man. Thank you, fellas.
Happy belated to Dreadhead Monster.
And what a wonderful birthday it was.
Yes, sir.
Well, you know what? I'll start with my Monday.
Let's get it, man.
Cubs game.
Yes, sir. First of all, was that your first Cubs game?
Yes, it was.
Talk about
You've
this
never
game.
been to a Cubs game?
Never been to a Cubs game.
I got so much trash about being a Cubs fan growing up.
I am a Cubs fan. I have been trying to go to a Cubs game since 2016. Have never made it.
I want to say I worked my first Cubs game in like 2014, 2015, something along those lines.
That's one of my first jobs, was working at Wrigley Field.
See,
I did security with Chris.
That's
That's a
crack.
story. What? Crack?
Nothing.
What did this motherfucker just say? Crack?
Nothing.
Like cocaine?
Nothing.
Ooh.
I said nothing.
All right, story for another day.
It's a different show.
Different show.
Different show. Yeah, I didn't get a job at Wrigley on that.
Okay.
I still got my ID.
Really? That was a hell of a train ride for you.
Useless information. What you mean?
All the way up north at Wrigley?
Oh yeah, that was
He liked it up there.
that was I was just set the 75th bus to Red Line, then Red Line all the way up. That's all it was.
Well, no. Great game. We won.
Yes, sir.
I got to sing the 7th inning stretch.
Yes, sir.
Very
Wait,
loudly.
you got to sing it for real?
No, not. I mean with the.
Oh, I thought I'm like,
Oh shit! If they let me get up in there.
no, I'm like, how you gonna not tell us about this, bro? Like, you gonna tell me? So I would have recorded that.
Okay.
We would have been on the phone.
Oh man, I was about to say like,
I did my best, and when we were singing "Cubs Go, Cubs Go,"
Go, Cubs, go.
on the way out,
Chicago,
I high-fived a few grandmas,
As you should.
told the people it was my birthday, and then I sent it to Steve and told him, Cubs won. So
Hey, man. Did you do the wave?
they didn't have the wave. I bought peanuts though, and I had glizzies.
Hey,
is
man.
it Glizzy Goblin? No shame. Hey man, look, we not finna let you kids tell us how to all of a sudden not eat bratwurst and hot dogs and we've been eating them just fine.
My son's
all
behind,
our lives.
My son's behind the camera.
And
You know, I was
y'all, you kids, y'all,
glizzy,
y'all ruin everything.
It's
funny as hell.
I remember being a kid.
It's funny. Oh, it's funny.
I remember being a kid making fun of the way people ate bananas, or a boy, if you caught a boy eating a banana, like, what you doing, buddy?
I've never.
Little things you do as a kid. As an adult, if I pay for it, I'm eating it. I don't care what the hell.
I'm not breaking no banana up and shaking it up like it's dice just to eat it like that.
I'm not trying to impress you.
No,
bro,
none of that.
I'm very comfortable. I know who I am as a person, as a man, and yeah, I'm going to. Now I'm not stuffing it down my throat, but I will indulge on a hot link.
Yeah, man. As the great Bernie Mac once said, man, fuck these kids.
Did he say that?
Fuck these kids. Yes, he did. That's where it took off, man.
He did.
What was the name of that movie? Soul Man. It's a hit.
Soul Man was very funny.
You created a bad transition to the next subject.
Hey man, somebody's got to do it.
We got some sad news all over this.
Bill Russell.
We start with,
man.
We start with Bill.
Number 6, y'all. We lost. I mean,
One of the greatest ever
yeah,
do it.
I mean,
to those of you all,
I'm not gonna do every single. I mean, we all know 11-time champion,
player coach,
5-time MVP, All NBA
first
team,
black head coach to win.
First black of the
rookie of the year.
I mean, part of lifetime achievement award, Presidential Medal of Freedom. I mean, you would be all day.
Yeah, man. If those of you all who don't know who Bill Russell is,
if you don't know who Bill Russell is. I'm saying if you're a fan of basketball, that's to just say, because we might have casual people who just might be looking, but if you love or even like basketball, I'm sure you've heard of Bill Russell.
Yeah, to make it more palatable or more current, he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. A lot of the greats have Bill Russell
as their goal.
In their top 5 when we count rings and getting it done, man. Bill Russell was
13-year career, 11 of them he got a ring.
Yeah, Bill Russell was a savage
16
in his own right, man. He's one of the best to ever lace him up. And any of these young players, when they ever had the chance to meet him,
2-time NCAA champion as well.
We only like 2 more to 100. So I'll find out which one it was. But I've sat on this show before and stated how great Bill Russell was.
Man, incomparable, man.
I don't know where you have him really ranked. And I do understand the greatness of Mike. And we never overshadow that. But you can't do it, as you say, the other people do. Well, he didn't play in this time, and he didn't play in here, and it wasn't no 3, and it wasn't no that. He played against the competition that he was up against.
Will Chamberlain was still around. Somebody who was basically unbeatable, as a lot of people like to put it.
And whooped on his ass.
And whooped on him.
But, a lot of people will say, okay, he didn't play anybody and this and that. I'm not one of those people. Just like you said, 11 straight.
No, he won 8 straight.
He won 8 straight.
11 altogether. He won 8 straight. I don't care what.
So no matter what, want to come back and win 3.
Mm-hmm.
No matter because this is the way I say it. Yes, we can. That's kind of semantics. You say the level of competition versus everything's better. Sports medicine. There are better moves. They're better that. But it's still, at the end of the day, you were still playing against the best of the best. No matter what era you're talking about. Whether it's 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. If you were in the NBA, that means that you were the best.
Somebody
so you still beat winning 8 championships in any sport is like unheard of. 8 straight. That is unheard of.
Look at how many of the people that Bill Russell played that's still on that NBA top 75 list. And then we could talk about his greatness after that.
We can do that. We'll have that for you guys on the next episode of 100 Sports.
But he transcended just being an athlete because
humanitarian.
Yeah, because he said he's not. I'm not a basketball player. That wasn't who would define him, as he said. He said, "No, I'm a man who play. I'm a man first, and I play basketball
for sure, for sure." Let alone he did it in Boston. In Boston, I personally know people who
they say couldn't even buy a house.
Lived in Boston. I know.
Like
I
he
know
been in
players
championship
who have
and still just be called
couldn't buy a house.
Like
I know people who have played on the Boston roster, and it's open racism there. And to be who he was, and not just in the sports world, but like we said, a humanitarian and activist throughout, man, we lost a pillar in our community.
Yeah.
You want to know what my favorite Bill Russell moment is?
I know what you're going to say at the ESPYs.
He's on that stage.
Who all was up there?
Alonzo, Dikembe, Shaq.
Was Mike up there?
No, I don't think Mike. I think it was like all the six.
He pointed at about 4 or 5 guys. I'll bust your ass, and everybody. The whole is. You gotta see it.
I'll definitely look that up. Man.
I already knew he was about to say that. I knew he was gonna say that.
Top moment. What we doing next,
man?
Well, and just one other thing I wanted to touch on was the fact that, but more so what Kerry said, just like I said, losing a pillar. He was one of the best ambassadors for the league till his last day on earth. He was at every major event.
Yes, he was.
I mean, up until a few years ago, he didn't miss anything. You look at all of your favorite players. There's a photo with Bill Russell when they get their MVP trophy. He would take. I mean, one of Mike when he got back. Like he.
I didn't like the fact that like 2 years ago they put that Lakers hat on. He wouldn't put that fucking Lakers hat on if he knew where the fuck he was.
Yeah, he had a shift. Yeah, he had a shift.
But no, man, Bill Russell was over. He was everywhere. I mean, that's what you want out of somebody with that type of star power. I know it's plenty of players that I think we could all name that we wish they were more involved with the league in their retirement. But like Bill Russell, definitely, he's big as they come, physically, and emotionally. So. Rest in peace.
To a legend.
What you did for the game will never be forgotten.
100%.
It's like I said, what can you say that hasn't been said about him? So, staying with basketball, more news. So we finally got a answer. We've been all kind of wondering what's happening with Brittany Griner.
And if
she was found, she pled guilty, correct? She
pled guilty.
They sentenced her to 9.5 years today.
Yeah, and if you haven't been watching or if you aren't abreast of what's going on with Brittany Griner, she's a WNBA superstar, arguably one of the top 10 best WNBA players.
Yeah, dominant.
To play the game. There had even been talks of her playing against DeMarcus Cousins in a one-on-one, and they were trying to see who would win. But she was in Russia, and they went through her bag at the airport and found
hash oil or something.
Yeah, marijuana, cannabis oil or something. Contraband. And she's been detained
for like smuggling. I mean, they said they found some weight on her.
Kingpin
was
charges.
Clearly like personal use, and but. So we was having a conversation with my brother and my boy. So shout out to them. Don't get me wrong. I definitely do think that at the end of the day, it is a crazy sentence and all of that stuff. But we're looking at this as Americans. See, we accept weed so easily over here. We always have, technically, and we're looking at it from our scope and everything. And at the end of the day, you can't expect yourself out of somebody else. Just like you want Russia to treat this drug or however you want to call it. I mean, I don't have an issue, but you want them to treat it as if we would, and it's not. That's not the case. I think a part of our culture is just we think it's overboard because it's so used freely here, despite the fact that there are hundreds and thousands of people locked up, over it, but it's still a more acceptable thing. I mean, do you?
Well, the only thing about that is not even to play devil's advocate. She didn't bring it from the U.S. to Russia.
Okay.
So
where did she get it from?
It's kind of like a y'all problem.
Yeah,
and I
shouldn't have been able to get it if you acting like this, I shouldn't have been able to buy it.
I'm just saying, and I know weed hasn't been legal here, but everybody's not going to do 6 to 9 years.
That's a good point.
You are correct. We do look at it as a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
We do look at it as an unfair sentence in which, you can play both sides.
Two things can be true at the same time like that. Because if it happened here, she wouldn't even they'd have eye-bonded her. And be like, all right, you know, no,
Well,
I'm serious. I mean,
it probably never
Amon
would have
just
happened
got
here
locked
because
up
somebody
for
probably
weed,
would
and he's
have
probably at home.
recognized it.
yeah, Mon Shumpert. He had a lot.
Well, here's the thing, and I don't want to venture too far off, but a lot of the drug laws changed. With the war on drugs and all this other business where there's no real war. Our government, flooded the streets with drugs and things like that.
Money.
But are you fellas, and I'm not to like I said, to venture off, but you all are aware, like Len Bias and what happened after he died, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got they supposedly the guy who was going to be better than Mike came along, got drafted by Boston, and he got high in his
same night or the next night. The night of the
No,
draft.
I don't know.
The Len Bias story is this. Got drafted by Boston, goes back home to basically chill.
In college, the little coke. And never made it out. But I say all that to say, like, a lot of the drug laws changed after that, right? Like, that's when people start getting harsh sentences for little minimal amounts, right? And then, not to mention, you see a lot of people of color getting slammed for it when that's just not
the war on drugs when that started back in the 80s. I mean, and like I said, that's a whole nother conversation. A lot of like I said, a lot of things, and I see it doesn't take a lot to have just a modicum of compassion for people. I mean, just to sit here and be, she wouldn't care if it was you. It's not about that, and it's she doesn't. No, I'm not.
You watching social media?
No, I like I said, I don't engage in. I see it. I scroll and I see what people. She wouldn't care about you if you was there. I'm like, and doing all of that. And
wait a minute. Let me stop you there. Sorry. The Harriet Tubman picture was a little much. The Time magazine cover.
No, and
that was.
I saw the man. They're like, look, she got caught. Y'all making her like she a revolution. Like, no, come on, let's.
Fair is fair.
Yeah,
and, we're not.
Yeah, she's not a martyr.
She's not fighting for you and me, but
Right.
At the end of the day, man.
Just wanted to come home.
Yeah,
that's it.
I don't think she deserves to be.
I'm praying for a wife. I'm praying for a family. The WNBA. She is like a very important part of the
major
WNBA.
key alert.
Yeah.
So
they trying to negotiate a prison swap, which I'm not sure how that works.
I don't understand how we're at negotiate. Like, you want someone. I mean, she's a valuable piece in our world in the United States, right? But you're trying to swap like a drug
somebody
lord,
who's
like an arms dealer,
somebody who's
for like an entertainer. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
And not to degrade or demean her value, you know what I mean? But it's like,
so you got somebody who forgot they had somebody's suitcase, and you're gonna swap me for somebody who probably
totally different show.
You're gonna swap me for somebody who probably killed people, or something like that.
Somebody
who's in there for like espionage or whatever. Versus like that's not a fair. That's like swapping in like.
Kerry know who I want.
I don't think we mentioned that. This is a family show. However, once again, that's a topic for a different time.
It's a few people we could free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're bouncing around.
Since we're still on the East Coast, let's talk about Boston being in the talks for Kevin Durant.
I'm really tired of this whole Kevin Durant.
How far are we from basketball? Is August? So we got
September, late September, end of September.
So
you can see some preseason games like mid-September.
I've been enjoying the Drew. Go back to KD.
Yeah, man. I think Boston's borderline disrespectful for trying to get rid of Jaylen.
Now, if you're Jaylen Brown, how are you feeling right now? Are you like, you know what? I'm not going to be in a rush to sign an extension with these guys now.
It's a business.
Yes, it is, but we were just in the finals,
right? And not only that, it boiled down to me and Tatum.
And I was the best player technically in the finals.
Yeah, man. But that just goes to show you.
He just had. I mean, even still.
No, it was him and
you had bad
Jaylen
games.
Brown. Now in the entire playoffs, Tatum probably was the better player overall playoffs because I think he had a better conference finals.
I think over the
series.
years. I mean,
but the finals. But what's crazy? Their stats were basically identical.
Yeah.
But visually, it looked like Brown was a little more locked in.
I'm telling you, man. Brown is a major piece of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Back when Kyrie was on the team, and he kind of created all that turmoil.
That's not their problem. Brown leaving and KD coming in would not make them.
No.
That's not what their problem.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
So you think that same? You think the exact same team that just played in finals instead of Brown. Everybody else, coach, everybody else. Instead of Brown, it was KD. You think KD?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the others were balling.
Jalen was playing like shit still.
Okay.
Jason was still playing.
Well, here's the thing about
wasn't.
that.
He just made
They
too
had
much
nobody to bring the ball down and make a quick decision. What does KD do in the fourth quarter? Quick decisions and buckets. That's what he's
I
known for.
agree.
So guess what? Where everybody would be able to not want to take the shot, give me this motherfucker.
I hate to say it, but like a team he can't go anywhere and expect to not break a team because they want too much for him.
He's still valuable enough to where if he goes somewhere,
is he though?
Yeah, I think he's still valuable enough to where if he goes somewhere, you got to give up something. Now,
yeah, but look at
certain teams. Hell no, like
see,
Devin Booker. That's no. I would not do that.
We kind of discussed that before. Anybody doing any trading right now for a starter? You looking at the Rudy Gobert trade, and what was that like 6?
And listen,
so
they over now. It was like it was fair, but at the same time they overpaid for what. I'm not saying he's not at all a scrub. I actually don't. He does his job. He does it well. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna score a whole lot, but he's a rim protector. He gonna get them rebounds. He's gonna block shots. He's gonna protect that paint.
But it looks like they're gonna lose. I'm sorry, wait. You
No. Go.
But it looks like they're gonna lose out on Donovan Mitchell, as well. So what was the point of trading him?
I think you do. I think each trade is for that situation.
Yeah,
I think at the time that they made that deal, in their mind, maybe they felt like they were still going to keep Mitchell.
No.
So what? It doesn't. I'm not sure what the Jazz are doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are they
I don't know.
doing?
This isn't rebuilding. This ain't rebuilding.
Let's blow it up.
No, rebuilding was them getting rid of Mitchell first.
No. How?
Because Mitchell's the centerpiece. Not Gobert wasn't the centerpiece.
You got more value for what you're probably going to get for Donovan Mitchell. So why wouldn't you trade Rudy first? It don't matter who got traded first. Value is value.
I don't know,
I think
man.
it does matter who gets traded first.
No.
I think that.
Why not?
If you're trading everybody, it don't.
No, but they haven't though. So So you're saying
fire sale?
But it's not a fire sale.
Everything must go.
They just can't find a partner to dance with. Fire sale.
If that was the case, Mitchell would have been gone, bro.
No, they have to trade him. They have to find a partner to dance with.
Who wouldn't want him?
The Knicks are being investigated. They can't do anything right now.
They tampered with that, but he was signed quick to the motherfucker.
It's crazy, man. That's how Chicago got hit with Lonzo. We got Lonzo, and by the time the season started, we won the investigation. They're under investigation for
these teams don't care. They're willing to risk it because they're gonna pay a fine anyway.
I think we just lost some draft picks.
You're not gonna undo. Yeah, you're not gonna undo the team. You just lose. All right, okay, we can afford it.
But yeah, I don't think in a situation of
if Donovan doesn't go anywhere this offseason, then what?
That's what he's traded by.
You get him some serviceable.
So he's traded by All-Star.
No, you get him a serviceable bid.
I don't think he's gonna be there. they look like they're getting rid of everything. So, I mean...
Here's the thing, man.
Is Wade a part of this? Because do you think this is what... Because, I mean, I know he's a minority, but it's like Wade having a competitive spirit. I know he is like, who's making it? Who
Everybody
is,
wants the kid from France.
The tall kid?
Yep.
That kid's like 7'2", right?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think we are in a new age and a new era of basketball, maybe even sport, where the organization just doesn't have the control that they once had. Social media, like, for example, the media had the ability to make someone the bad guy or love them in the 80s and the 90s. 2000 hit, and the internet came, and then social media took over. Now, like, anybody can create their own narrative as long as they have a following on social media. And I say that to say, you know, with these players now having their own following, having their own real fan base following them, I mean, some people gonna like it, some people gonna hate it, but the franchises are powerless now. You know, you can sit there and say you want what you want, but cool, I want out. You know what I mean? Like, only the players will know what it's really like to be a part of those organizations and what they're actually seeing. We, as fans, only know what the camera shows us.
Well, jumping off that, they got one person to stay.
Who?
Kyler Murray finally took his extension.
So, yeah, 225?
They took out that there was a clause in there that he had to watch 4 hours a week of film.
A game film.
That's nothing.
Zion, because we're sticking with clauses and stuff. Zion's contract stipulates that his body fat and his weight can't exceed 200 and what was it? 290.
With
and
Zion,
that sounds a lot, but he's a big guy. I mean,
Zion's a very big guy, and he's very muscular.
So 290 is gonna look different, like on opposed to like me, because I look like I weigh 290.
Yeah, I heard they took their clause back though.
They only took it out because people started. I feel like that's one of the things that, like, if nobody knew about it, they would have kept it in there.
I mean, but why put it out there? I mean, just to be honest, like Kerry just said, you put things out there for public opinion.
They leak stuff on purpose. I think stuff gets
it,
leaked on purpose or to see what the response is. They're like, oh, damn. Okay. So people not too mad about this.
Does this help?
Does it help Zion?
No. Julio Jones going to Tampa Bay.
They needed somebody to come in fill AB's shoes.
I think he actually can fill AB. He doesn't. He knows that he's not the number one guy, but he has the ability, especially if he's like not getting double covered. I think Julio can still make plays. He can get open. I'm not sure if he would do better in the slot or on the outside at this point. I mean, it kind of depends on, you got to see him.
I think I agree to what you were saying, but I also think that he's going to be more than average. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not a bum.
He's no bum. He's no
not
scrub.
I don't think he's washed up.
He's going to demand some respect and attention out there, and I think, hitting him once or twice a game is just going to free up or give someone else that much more time to blossom and shine. And when they look the other way, boom, hit Julio.
Does this get him back to the Super Bowl?
I would like to see Julio get one, man. He's been one of my favorite wide receivers over the last decade. One of the best. I mean, regardless if he does, get that ultimate win, his dominance on the field speaks for itself. I mean, he, barring injuries, and when he's healthy and he's locked in, it's not too many guys who I'm going to put above him, who I want on a receive again of a pass.
Listen, damn all that. I want to know what's the real story behind Tom Brady, man. This guy was like, "Yep, I'm done," and next week they told his ass, "Look here, player, get your ass back over here now."
No,
and now he's back in the league.
He was at home with his kids.
I don't buy that for one.
He was at home with his kids for about 4 weeks and said, fuck this.
That motherfucker got tired of those
School drop-offs.
No, school was still shut down back then. What was it? The e-learning.
Yeah, e-learning.
Tom had too much of that e-learning. But no, man, I've never seen anything like that, man. I don't think we're being told the full story on that end either.
What do you? I mean, if you,
I don't know. I've never seen anything like that where someone walks away from the game, and then they're like, "No, you can't do that." And now he's back and like, everything.
What do you mean they can't?
That's what he do.
I've never seen.
You're saying he was told to come back?
I feel like we are not being told everything.
So you feel like he was like, "No, you can't." You feel like somebody told him, like, "No, you can't retire."
His wife told him, "Get the fuck out of here."
Giselle told him that.
We need another $20 million.
Shout out to Giselle.
Told him that. I don't know, man. I take that back. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if we were told.
I mean,
but I would love to know.
Plenty of people have retired and then unretired. I mean, what's
that fast?
I'm sure we could think of
something. And I
something.
know if I bought that damn ball, I'd be pissed. Whoever bought that last Tom Brady ball for what?
I think they like sold it back. Or
he gave him a Bitcoin or some stupid shit.
It was some shit.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna close this one out, but the last topic is Deshaun Watson.
Hey man, I don't appreciate the slander Ben Roethlisberger gave him, saying he doesn't deserve to be in the league as a sex offender or something to that magnitude. But
he's a rapist.
Yeah, he has his past. But I think Deshaun Watson.
I don't care if you're
optics. The optics.
I think he's the top 5 talent in this league.
The optics are very bad, and it would be, we all got women in our lives who we love.
Fuck that. They let Ben play through a fucking rape case. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me finish.
That's a bunch of bullshit. He hasn't committed no crime.
Welcome to the show.
No crimes have been committed. Those women have been paid, whether they were paid for massages or they were paid through these dismissal cases. They are not really. There's 3 civil suits. Fuck that. They let that man play through a motherfucking rape cases after rape case. There was 2, and that motherfucker won a Super Bowl. Why the fuck do he got to be suspended for a year or 6 days?
Was not going there.
But see, when we do the whole women thing, no, and I understand. I love women, black women, Chinese women, all women above. But when you do that, you set a narrative that it's okay for them to do what they're doing to them because we feel sorry for the people who are involved. They answered the phones.
Mm-hmm.
They took his money.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, guess what? If he's guilty of a crime, they are too. I'm not saying anything against anybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
No. But when you do the whole women narrative, I love them all.
Yeah.
No, that gives
people
it's a
two-way
excuse.
street.
No, it gives the league an excuse to use that against him. Whereas he came out and said that he hates women. He goes to 7 different fucking massage parlors a day.
The smartest thing he's done is been quiet, pretty much. I hear everything you're saying, bro. Where I was going with this was the optics are bad as far as how they treated the situation, and then here it is, you're suspending other players for something that's, by all accounts, petty. Somebody getting a whole year off of betting $15 a day. I mean, it's just what I'm saying is NFL is very inconsistent. They're all over the place as far as how they're disciplining players based off of Brown, right, for the New York Giants. He was whooping his wife's ass.
Yeah, the white guy.
Yeah, the kicker. His name was Brown.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying.
We talking about massages. This nigga's a creep. I
told
him this a long time ago. I don't give a fuck about Deshaun Watson. Love your fucking play. You're a little creepy. But let's continue.
Freak man. Yeah.
Yes, B.
Yeah.
But my question to you though is, even with all that being said, doesn't this look bad on the league? Because again, we're talking about.
Let's be honest.
They treated they deal with this with Ben, right? And then now you shift to how they handle the situation, and then Ray Rice knocked this old lady out on live. Okay. I mean, it's just they don't. It's almost like you don't know where they stand on things.
Not to mention Sherman. Richard Sherman is going through like a domestic issue, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And, I just think that everything doesn't warrant the same attention.
Mm-hmm.
To Jeremy's point, right? Like if he has weird requests, that doesn't make him a bad person, right?
Makes him weird.
Like if these people are in fact going through with it, then what is the real issue?
Because you did have,
we never heard anything. We never heard anything about him, or his issues until he said, "You know what? I want out.
Yeah,
I like Chicago. I want out." Oh, you do you?
Yeah, we got you. Gonna get you out.
Yeah. They let damn it, what was his name, man? The big guy,
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt. They let him go.
No problem.
They didn't have a scandal brewing.
Yeah, but my point is, you never knew anything about.
So it's pretty much a smear. It's pretty much.
I feel like it's a giant smear
campaign.
Yeah.
Well, we love compassionate Dreadhead, by the way.
Yeah, fuck them people, man. Tired of this shit.
Hey, man.
Let them fucking play. Yeah, they fucking signed and they gave him all that fucking money.
6
Let him
games.
fucking play.
He still can play half the season.
They probably won't even fucking make the playoffs like that. Jacoby fucking Brisket. I'm not putting him on my fucking fantasy team. You sign him.
I can't wait for fantasy football. I'm ready.
Well, yeah, we're gonna start a fantasy football league too.
A real one.
So I guess we'll have like
we have some competitive players.
7 spots left. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll let you know on Facebook. As always, thank you guys for watching.
You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us.
You're here with us,
and we appreciate it.
We are old and tired.
Mr. Celebration, Bald Eagle.
Y'all gotta work tomorrow.
2 Belt Shorty. Yes, I do.
You gotta work tomorrow.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything on camera.